I'm Everett, and this is a full rundown of the workings of the Pyro system. The system consists of two stages. First stage is ignition, second stage is fuel delivery, and it consists of two parts, pretty much kept to those two stages. First stage is on the wrist, contains the mechanisms for ignition. Second stage, worn on the waist, contains everything for fuel delivery. First stage is just a barbecue lighter. It's right here. It's just a cheapo one from the dollar store, uses butane, has piezoelectric ignition. The tube bringing butane and the piezoelectric sparker come out here and down to the burner, which is the burner from the same barbecue lighter. It's one of those windproof ones. It claims to be windproof. It's more like wind resistant. This one has some trouble, only lights about half the time. That is initiated by this mechanism, which is a slider crank, a type of 4-bar. I made this out of aluminum by hand. Basically just takes the rotational movement of the wrist, turns it into translational movement to push down on the trigger. So that's it. Sounds simple, not so simple to build, but mount it on here. You put it on your wrist, if your hand moves back, ignites it. Second stage is fuel delivery. This is a more dangerous part, hence key switch. This key switch here enables the fuel delivery system, which is electronic. So it can't really do much without that in. There are two switches that initiate fuel delivery. One of them is the key switch, and one of them is right here. This main switch to initiate fuel delivery is triggered by the middle finger. The reason that it is separate from the ignition part is because the lighter doesn't light every time. If it was 100%, I'd just have the switch sense when the barbecue lighter was in the back position, but it doesn't light every time, so you have to click back, check that it's been ignited, and then deliver fuel with this finger. Fuel comes from this can of starting fluid, which is, among other things, diethyl ether in an aerosol. It uses a regular standard nozzle, so this system can be swapped out for other cans when it runs out. The nozzle has this tubing affixed to it. Used to be only epoxy. There's tape on it just to keep the alignment of the tube. The nozzle is pressed down by this 4-bar, another aluminum mechanism, and the purpose of that is to take movement from this servo and increase the amount of force that it can provide by using this lever arm. Presses down on the nozzle, fuel runs through the red line up to here. It exits right next to the burner. So there is no nozzle. I kept it simple. Didn't have a lot of time to build it anyway.